Hello and welcome to the show. We are back on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. Today all about some little engined vehicles, cars with 2 litre or smaller engines. I am driving a Maserati because I've seen this car be pretty good and I've never actually built one for anything in a Forza game before, so figured I'd give it a try. We're also not allowing the CRX Mugen because I drive that and that would be very fast, or the XR2 Fiesta, because that's also unbelievably fast in these, well, for these conditions. So, yeah, get a little bit of variety. I'm hoping the Maserati is going to be a pretty damn fast vehicle. Christ, that either the Bugatti gets an amazing launch, or I've been held on the grid a little bit sneakily from the game, I feel there, but, well, we'll see how it goes. Now, these cars are being raced in B-Class, and seeing as my Maserati didn't have a massive amount of PI to play with, why just put the rally tyres on it? It's very light, a couple of hundred horsepower in this. I didn't really want to make it all-wheel drive. 2-wheel drive will work in B-Class. I mean, the front-wheel drive CRX actually beats all-wheel drive cars when it comes to some off-road stuff even, so yeah. I'm hoping that the rear-wheel drive Maserati will be good enough. Apparently we're going to have a classic car showdown up at the front here with me against a old Bugatti. Not the normal pair of vehicles you see racing, let's be honest. Bugatti not the easiest of vehicles full stop to build or to drive. Also not looking very good for us in terms of points at the moment, but not much more we can do about that. Well, not much more I can do about that other than to try and win the race. That's what we're going to go for here. Can we get a victory for the Maserati? Now, I've got to try and not slide it around too much. The Bugatti will be rear-wheel drive as well. The car behind me, what was it, a Lotus 11, will probably be rear-wheel drive. I think most people have got to the point where it's not quite necessary for all-wheel drive. It uses so much PI that unless it's for very specific circumstances, maybe if we were doing some snow, some ice racing stuff, that would probably be the time where you would go, you know what, maybe I'll convert the car. But for normal gravel stuff, rear-wheel drive is good enough in this class. And we are closing. I mean, it's not rapid progress at the moment, but we are closing on the back of the Bugatti. That's a nasty bump out there that keeps getting me caught out a little bit. Where am I going to find a place to pass? Is it going to be turn 1? Up here, the Bugatti has me on acceleration, so I can't do anything here. Do we? Yeah, I think we carry just a little bit more speed into the turns. Maybe we'll have a look. Bugatti is going across to the inside. I think more to try and avoid the puddle more than anything else. That's going to be a gap for me to fire the Maserati up the inside. I'll take the lead away from that classic Bugatti, although it's going to fire back. Maybe get that position. I'm trying not to run it out of road. Good move. Keeps hold of the lead for now. We are right there. I mean, we will slow each other down doing this a little bit. Don't know if anyone's fallen over on the horrible, nasty tumble bump, as we call it. Yeah, I've balls up the mid-sector of this lap, no end. I think into this hairpin we get a little bit more speed than the Bugatti, but it's not quite enough to really do all that much. And the problem is, even if I get clear of that Bugatti, even if I found a way to get past it and could hold on to it for the remainder of a lap, we wouldn't score enough points. We need to get a couple more cars further up. We need to score a couple more points if we can. In fact, we've lost ground this lap around. So my attempt into turn 1 actually kind of worked out worse for me more than anything in this. Now the Bugatti's trying the line that I ran into this first corner from last time around, which does work pretty well. Oh, you don't want to hit the wall. Wall will cost you all of your momentum. I'm slipping and sliding around a little bit. I don't want to be doing that silly stuff from me. I'm going for the sneaky shortcut route. Not quite. Doesn't really help the sneaky shortcut route. You end up hitting the fence and losing all your momentum. That was a good corner, though. Yeah, it's just, we're so evenly matched. It's just who gets a better corner almost for each time. If anyone makes a little mistake into one of this, it could go either way. I could sneak away past, or Bugatti could stay ahead of us. That's kind of the, oh god, the two options. Bugatti's getting braver and braver with the checkpoints, and I don't want to do that, and I've now got that corner right. I don't think I've got this. I don't think I've got the pace here. I don't think I've quite got the pace to deal with that classic race car. Annoyingly, we had an opportunity, barring a mistake, and it wouldn't be have to be a particularly big mistake either. You've seen how evenly matched these cars are. barring a mistake, I'm not sure I'm going to find a way past. I've almost got a bit too much oversteer. A little too much oversteer on Maserati to fully have confidence in it on some of these sections. Perhaps the very, very lightweight nature of the car doesn't help it. We're getting a little creative. That's the other risk you take. We're taking that creative line. Forgot about that jump there that can cause some grief for the vehicle. Oh, Bugatti's up in the wall. I slide towards it. We don't collect it. I'm too far back. I got nothing. We're chucking it into the hairpin with as much speed as I dare, but I won't get any exit speed from the car. Sadly, nah, couldn't do it. We could not get the place. That bump there has played havoc with the poor Maserati. I don't know why. I don't know whether I'm just taking a slightly different line there, trying to maximise my run onto this back straight, or what it is with the car. But yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it in the end. It was a scruffy final lap. We had a chance. We couldn't hold on to it. We will come home in a second place. An unusual podium, to say the least. An unusual podium. The Clio got up to third, which is nice. It's close on points, but it was not enough. Yeah, we have a Type 35 Bugatti, a very, very, sought after classic Maserati race car, and a Clio Cup car. Basically, well, Clio rally car, really. An interesting, interesting three-car podium. Blue team take this round, however. So, up next, we head to a street circuit. The Prince's Street Garden Circuit, whatever that one. I've just never paid any attention. It is the Prince's Street Garden Circuit. Sure, I've never paid full attention to quite what the full name is, but there we go. Yeah. I'm hoping the Maserati should like this track. Unfortunately, for God's sake, I'm starting down the back, and the already looking quick Bugatti is starting on the pole. Well, we got some work to do here. I guess, well, I'm not too far back. It could be worse. I'm not the fastest starting car here either. I haven't got that much power. The Maserati's going to be all about the handling. It's going to be all about the lightweight, good handling. Oh, hello, Lotus. We'll give you a little brush on the way past. Yeah, lightweight, some good handling through here, and try and, sneak some positions where we could. And the answer was there, apparently not quite so much. We're going to have a little bit of a sneaky look up the inside. That does the trick, actually. Let's go, Clio. We are on the same team. So, if we could make some progress forward. I think the issue I might have is I can be very quick on my own, but in traffic, the Maserati's got trouble. Because it's such a grippy car, if I get stuck behind vehicles, I can't make the most of my speed, and that's a problem. Here, for example, that's 3 cars into a space where we really, really should not have been putting 3 cars. It will work. Somehow we get away with that. Oh, that got on 2 wheels. I actually had the car on 2 wheels trying to get around that corner. Well, that's not good for us. I wonder why it was up on 2 wheels there. Have I accidentally built a roll? I mean, I have got it on rally suspension, it is true. I'm figuring, it's going to need all the help it can get for going off-road. Have I accidentally built a teensy tiny little bit of a jelly? I hope I haven't built a teensy tiny little bit of a jelly car. That would be unhelpful, to say the least. We can go and grab some points back. I mean, we're not going to be winning out here. That much is for sure. We are not going to be winning. But we might be able to at least score some all-important points for Red Team, recover some of the points that we have lost. So unfortunately not going to be as many as if we were getting on the podium, which was potentially where we were going to end up being. Can't do anything here, annoyingly. Just going to have to get stuck behind all the low ties in the way. Come on. This time we're not on 2 wheels. I'm not quite pushing it as hard around that final corner. That puts us up to 8th, and that does give us a current lead. Unfortunately, the 2 blue team cars are buggering off at the front. That Elan is very fast, but I imagine, well, if you've got an Elan that's that fast down the straight, you've compromised it somewhere else in B class. And, well, I mean, it'll be a compromise in the handling department, whether it be tyres or something. Probably tyres, let's face it, actually. That's where you'll compromise to get PI in a Forza game, and certainly in Horizon. You can't really compromise in an Elan in terms of weight. It's already one of the lightest cars here, barring the 11 it's already pretty much the lightest car, so you can't really compromise the damn thing in weight. This has not been a great race for me. Oh, not been a great race for the Subaru either, that ends up out wide. That's okay. I mean, the Subaru keeps holding the position. Just watch out for those low ties. The Clio missed a checkpoint. That's a problem for us again. I mean, it might be able to get past... Yeah, it should pass the Abarth and get its points back for that one. Hopefully I can pass the Abarth. That's what we've got to aim for. We've got to aim for that position, because otherwise we will not have enough points to win. Clio is now passed, which is good for us. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, I do not have as much rear-end grip in this car as I would ideally be wanting. I shall be honest. I would like a lot more rear-end grip from this. And at the moment, we've lost out. The 11 has got a couple of 100 points, which we can't really be letting it do. I need to... oh no, somebody else. Oh, something else. I think our car... One of our cars from up at the front of the field has dropped all the way back. I don't know what car. I don't actually know what car they were driving. Someone has dropped all the way back, though. Was running in third, has vanished through the field. So I have to get fourth. There's no chance for us catching the lead pair. I don't know whether we would have the performance. Maybe, but the problem is it doesn't matter, because it's all irrelevant. I hit a building on the first lap, and that kind of killed us. Thankfully, I had a horrible feeling I'd missed the checkpoint there. We got away with it. We're going to have to go around the outside. It's going to be a difficult way around the Abarth. We've done it, though. That's what we needed. We need to keep that position. We need to keep all the positions further back as well, because we have not got that many points to spare in this one. There is not much in the way of wriggle room for us. The Clio's buggered off up ahead, which is fine. Oh, it's going to be tense. I've done all that I can, considering my earlier mistakes. Done everything that I could in this one. I would have much preferred to be fighting over second. It might not be enough if we cannot score any more points further back. We're currently 150 down in all of this. Let's hope our cars further back have a good end to the lap, because they're all busy fighting over that way somewhere. I don't know if it's going to go our way somehow. It's not actually looking all that promising. I don't know what way it's going to go. I think it's because our FailRace may have missed a checkpoint. Something slipped down. Either way, it's not going to score us enough points, is it? No, they all DNF'd. Oh, it was looking so promising at one point, and it's all gone a bit wrong. Bugger. I thought we might have had that one. Apparently we did... Well, let's say apparently. We did not in the end. Well, we need to do better. Well, it is off-roady time, and we did okay in the previous off-road event. Well, so 10 out of 10 Forza-ing right there. So someone on our team disconnected. It happens sometimes. We invite them back and we try and get them in. Apparently the game has decided the best way to deal with this is put them on blue team. Awesome stuff. Now, you might think that that is a disadvantage. You might think that that is a big problem for red team. I'll be honest, it actually works in our favour. If anything, Forza might have slightly screwed blue team over. Possibly. We'll see how it pans out. But the way that Team Adventures are scored, I mean, we've talked about this in the past, but in case this is your first time watching a Team Adventure, basically the way the Team Adventures are scored, you get 100 points for every one of the opponent cars that you are ahead of. Now, because there are only 5 cars on our team, the blue team can only get 500 points at maximum. Now, there are 7 cars on blue team, which means we can get up to 700 points for winning. Well, actually 750 because you get an extra 50 for winning. Basically, we now have a lot more opportunities to score points. In fact, it's now got to a ridiculous, silly level if we can finish in this way. Forza might have slightly screwed up things for this particular game, but there we go. We've currently got me, the Fair Lady Z are fighting one another, and, well, it was a ghostly Bugatti. The Bugatti, I think, outdrags both of us here. Don't know what power it's got, presuming a lot here. I've wondered if that Bugatti was going to either take the jump. That was a very narrow gap the Bugatti ended up going through there. So yeah, it outdrags me up here. I was hoping I'd outturn it on the dirt. We're going to have exactly the same bloody battle that we had last time around. I have a feeling we might. I outturn, Bugatti outruns. And this circuit, outrun is a little bit more important in many ways. In this circuit, outrun is a little bit more significant. I mean, we'll fight that corner through that one as we get ourselves back up to the lead of the race. How well does the Maserati fly? Quite nicely. Do we want third gear on that landing? Yeah, third gear is probably a good call. It's typical as well. When we have the weird, silly, weird glitch, we've had people rejoin races in the past, and it's normally fine at sorting it out and balancing it. But I mean, this is currently, if we ignore that fact, our team is, very, very competitive at this circuit. Seems to work well for us. Although I've overdriven that corner big time. Got away with it without missing the checkpoint. Problem is, I know I need to be immensely fast here. If I'm not immensely fast here, we're done for. And, well, trying to push the car harder and harder here is not necessarily working out all that well for me. Or, you'll run wide, hopefully not miss checkpoints. Looks like the Clio's got some more speed, and the Clio is catching me. I'm not going to hold the Clio up. The Clio's got more speed. If it can go and chase down the Bugatti, then I'll let it go and do that. There's no reason to fight it. And also, now you can see what I mean about the weird broken point system we've got at the moment. The fact that me in second, in fact, our red team car in fifth is getting more points than the blue team car winning. That's how broken it's got. I mean, it can go the other way in that blue team have got more cars simply to score points. It shouldn't. Basically, it shouldn't do this. But well done. Well, go on, Clio. You can go and chase down Classic Bugatti, please. Classic Bugatti could miss a checkpoint. That would be good. Because I don't think I've certainly not got the pace here. I could vaguely hold on for a couple of laps, but yeah, it was always going to be a little too much for me, I fear. Oh, we're going to play over there. I'm not sure. I mean, I've known this car can be fast. I'm not sure mine is built quite right. I think there are bits and pieces that could be better. I would like to stop it. I mean, on the dirt, of course, it's going to oversteer. On the tarmac, I think I'd like to stop it oversteering, perhaps. Maybe a bit of tweaking. It can be a decent car. I was kind of hoping out of the box it was going to be good to go. Like, the Mugen is just outstanding from the get-go. And this is, not bad. It's not bad, but it isn't otherworldly from the get-go. I think, in fact, I would guess if we're coming up to... that's coming up to the Alpha that is staying out of the way. I think a couple of blue team cars might not be... I certainly don't think the Elan is on rally tyres. Judging by the speed it had at the street circuit and how much it was struggling here, straight line speed that is, I would imagine that is on maybe vintage race even. Theoretically could work on street circuits, however... yeah, around a quarry, not going to be happy. I mean, whichever way you scored the points, that one was going was going our way. We had a very, very good run of cars around there. Second, third, fourth, and fifth for red team. We also get an 8th place with the Scirocco. No one's a match for the Bugatti out there on the dirt. No one could match that Bugatti for speed. I tried. We failed. We slipped to third. But blue team were not enjoying the quarry. Well, we are still one loss away from losing this team adventure. Street circuit, pouring with rain now, will make even slidier Maserati. I'm hoping... I mean, the Bugatti's got to work all the way through the field, so I might be able to run away and get a little bit of a breather up at the front if I can get away. I know I'm not very fast off the line. We might even see some cars falling over. Probably less likely with these sort of vehicles, unless... I mean, the Fiat might, come to think of it. The Fiat might actually have real trouble around here. I forgot how easy they fall over in the pouring rain. We saw the Vanduras, the Mega Grip Vanduras, but most of these... I said many of these will be on rally tyres, which, while good grip, not the ultimate levels of grip rolling that you can get, and a lot of them are, small. Oh wow, I've got a lot more turning now. I'm suddenly on tarmac and just wiped out all of the railing. That was not the smartest thing I've ever done in this, I'll be honest. Oh, We'll just go underneath the crumbling lamppost. That's fine. Thankfully, it didn't fall in front of us and slow us down. Oh, there's so many cars. I don't know where to go to try and sneak past and make up some time. I mean, I've made up a position. It's on a teammate and all, but it's a position nevertheless. We'll have another little bit of a look up the inside there. That's something. And there comes that Bugatti with all of the straight line speed. Not really been able to make the most of running away here. A little bit too much traffic. I'm going to park on the inside and we'll make it 3 wide down the back straight. Just for good luck. Not gonna let there be any space. Right, let's pass the Clio. Maybe. Let's not crash into the Clio, though. I had a horrible feeling we were going to end up missing a checkpoint if I dove up there. I was worried if the Clio wasn't fully aware I was alongside, for example. You can end up in a fair bit of trouble with that sort of manoeuvre. My gear ratios aren't quite where I want them to be. That Bugatti is still having a look around in the background. Okay, we can carry... we might be able to carry a little bit more speed. If I'm brave, there might be a couple of places where we can make the most of our grip here. There's a lot of grip in the Maserati. There's a lot of grip in the Clio as well, by the looks of it. The rain might play into our favour. I know how difficult those Type 35s are to build. You've got all that immense positive camber going on with them. They are awkward, but they are very light and they're quite powerful. So they have got that going for them. And acceleration can be very helpful, of course. We're starting to catch the Abarth up at the front. I do wonder if that Abarth is all-wheel drive. The reason why I say that is it gets off the line incredibly well, and that's not normally a thing you see with front-wheel drives, naturally. It's probably the worst drive line for launching, so I wonder if it might be all-wheel drive. So you wouldn't have much PI to play with if you did it, but it might be, and that would explain it being, you know, pretty damn rapid when it comes to the rain. Points-wise, I mean, even with our silly driver advantage, we are struggling a little bit out here. Or I say we're struggling a bit, it's close. We can't afford to miss a checkpoint with any of our cars. We really can't afford. I guess that is one of the downsides of having the more drivers on our team. If someone misses a checkpoint of ours, they can lose a lot of points very quickly. So let's just hope no one does. I don't think the Bugatti's working here, and I think me and the Clio are. This track is working out for our vehicle selection here on Red Team. Can we... Yeah, the Clio, I think, will get that. It will get the Abarth eventually, provided it doesn't miss a checkpoint around here. It looks like it might have got the move completed. Now, of course, I still want to compete with the Clio. I want to take a win for Red Team if I can, but I don't want to... Certainly wouldn't attack the Renault enough to slow it down and let the dastardly Blues catch up to us. We might be able to fire our car at the inside. It's... I mean, I was alongside on there and get squeezed onto the grass. It's not really ideal. We've got... well, I guess I got karma'd on that one. Well, and there we go. Thanks, tyre bundle. That's what we needed to have. I say I got karma'd. I went up the inside. I was very clearly along the inside, and you squeeze me onto the grass. I'm going to hit the grass, and we're going to ping across again because there's no grip on that. Now, I can't magically make my car disappear once I'm alongside. There's nothing I can do. I also, apparently, will get screwed over by a stupid sticky-out tyre bundle, and now we really need third, certainly to make the points a little bit more comfortable. Make the points a little bit more comfortable. Third would be very, very helpful. Annoying that we couldn't get 1-2 again. I just can't quite seem to get in a position with this Maserati to fight for a win. Even when we've got a decent car, when the car is working well. Yeah, here I've got a lot of speed. I think with maybe a little bit of tweaking I could get this to drive how I want it. As it is, it's just not quite there. It's just not quite there. Certainly wouldn't replace my menu. Oh, we're going to do the same thing. Oh, no, that time we're fine. Oh, it's the final lap. Can I do anything? I mean, it would have to be a mega dive into the final corner. Oh, no, too much oversteer there. Well, I hope the Clio is not that far away in the distance. Oh, we've not done it. Unless someone else can pick up a position further back, I think we're actually going to end up losing this here. The Clio's almost lost out to the Bugatti. In fact, I think the Clio might get out dragged to the finish line here. Ooh, should have been better. Should have been better for us. Okay, the Clio won. That's the important thing. We need to get We need to get another position from somebody, anybody. To get another position would be good. Nothing I can do. I mean, I should have been second, really, in this. There's no doubt about it. We should have been up in second. We are going to score another point, unfortunately, unless the FailRace can beat the Eclipse, which it doesn't, which it can't. Doesn't look like it could. Can't do it. Blue team will take a slightly skewed team adventure. Thanks, Forza, for that one. Yeah, so, I say silly mistakes from me. Silly mistakes from me in that one. Little bit of a shame. Maserati is a decent car. No, it's a decent car. Doesn't quite drive this one does not quite drive how I would like it. And yeah, we got a little bit unlucky with a sticky out bit of wall. That just about sums up our our adventure. You know, it happens. That's racing sometimes. Yeah, I mean, we always enjoy driving these small engine vehicles, these lower class cars. It just did not quite go the way I would have liked it. A little bit disappointed, but there we have it. That will be it for this week's Versus Community. If you'd like to sign up in the next one, then you can via our forums. There will be a link in the description. Find the FailRace Versus the Community section, and you can sign up in there. However, that shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.